Or the music. Yeah. That's fine too.
Oh, there I am. Yeah, I know. We're going to be talking about some cooler temperatures, so that's going to be nice. And, you know, we just saw some of those impacts. We've been talking about those mudslides that we saw over the weekend and the beginning of this week. Luckily, we're starting to dry out a little bit now, so we don't have chances of thunderstorms in the forecast through the rest of the week, which will be nice. The rest of the 7-day, actually. So we're getting a nice little break here. Live look from Burbank right now. Some areas are fairly cool this morning in the low 60s, so you might want a little sweater in certain spots. Burbank's not too bad, though, where it's a mild 69 degrees. Heading into this afternoon, it's going to be really nice. Downtown LA, just at about 79 degrees. Some low 80s for Inland Orange County, and then the valleys in the Inland Empire will be at about 84. For the beaches, 74. The mountains at about 66. And the Antelope Valley, 83 degrees. These temperatures are going to get even cooler as we head into the weekend, so we'll let you know about that cool down and also when we could see some drizzle in the forecast. All right, we got Scott Reif now to look at your commute this morning. How's it going, Scott? Luckily, we're finally drying out here where we don't have thunderstorms in the forecast through the remainder of the 7-day. So hopefully we're going to get a little break there and start to just see some calm weather here this week. I know we've been needing it. For the valleys, stepping out the door right now, we're in the lower 60s. So it's feeling a little cool to start. And then this afternoon, it is going to be warm with some low to mid 80s. Not bad at all. So downtown LA, 79, and then Inland Orange County at about 81 degrees. If you're along the beaches, we're still in the 70s at about 74. The mountains fairly cool at about 66. Antelope Valley, 83 degrees today and about 95 for Palm Springs. All right, we'll have another check coming up in an extended forecast, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you very much. Burger,
right.
They do well enough. Leave it alone.
Oh, yes, they do. And you know that the people falling for this are not people who frequent In-N-Out.
Right.
Yeah. Because you know they're not going to have chopped up hot dogs at In-N-Out. Just does not sound good there. Good morning. We're looking live from downtown LA. We have partly cloudy skies to start, and it's a pretty nice morning outside too because we've cooled off pretty nicely in some areas, low 60s. So you're going to feel some cool air depending where you are this morning as you are stepping outside. And then as we head into the afternoon, it's going to be even cooler than we were yesterday. So the relief is continuing on this week, and we're going to continue to see temperatures get a little bit cooler here through the remainder of the week. Temperature there in downtown LA, it's pretty nice. It's about 68 degrees right now. And then as we take you down into the Long Beach area, it's about 70. So these areas fairly mild, but if you were in some of the interior sections or up against some of the foothills, we've been in the lower 60s, down into Hemet at about 64, Beaumont 61 degrees right now, Banning at about 59, San Clemente 67, Oxnard on the cool side this morning, and then the Santa Clarita Valley, Pasadena, Covina, and then Woodland Hills in the low 60s, as well as Malibu at about 62 degrees this morning. So if you're in any of these areas, you might want a little sweater as you're stepping out the door. And then as we head into the afternoon, you won't need it. It's still going to be warm, but we are cooling off a little bit more today. That's about 66 in Chino Hills right now. All right, so we have this nice trough that's digging into California, and that's going to help us cool here this week and keep our temperatures well below average, actually. And we're going to see some further cooling this weekend, and this is why. We're going to have this upper low that's going to pretty much just be spinning up against the Bay Area and moving closer to San Francisco. And so we're going to see some rainfall there for some areas of the Bay and Northern California heading into this weekend. What that's going to do by Saturday, it's going to increase our marine layer here, and it will continue to cool our temperatures off. And then there is the slight chance that it could bring some light rain or some drizzle to us. By Monday, you're not seeing much on the model here, but we may see a little bit spin up, especially if we're going to see a deeper marine layer. And then as we head into Tuesday, it looks like we may be seeing some for our mountain community. So this is looking at Tuesday, and you see some precipitation there along some of our mountains. So that will be nice to see. We'll keep you updated and let you know if that will continue to play out here as we get a little cooler. And then we'll see a little bit more cooling the beginning of next week. And then we'll see if we see some drizzle. That would be really nice to have on Monday, Tuesday, maybe a little bit of just light rain. We're seeing the cooler weather in the morning, so morning runs, jogs, walks, all feeling a little bit better. And then as we head into the beginning of next week, cooling off a little bit more by Monday, 79 degrees. And then as we head into the beginning of next week, we're going to cool it off a little bit more. And then we may see some of that drizzle there at the beginning of next week, guys. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Let's take a look.
And some good news for our mountains, finally getting a little bit of a break there from the thunderstorm activity. We'll continue to dry out this week. Sunny skies, dry weather, and some...
Leslie Lopez with our wonderful weather compared to a few weeks ago. Brianna.
Oh my goodness, I know. It's such a nice break here, and we're going to continue to get a little cooler even than yesterday. So if you noticed the cool down yesterday, that continues on today, so it will continue to feel very nice outside. It's 66 out into Santa Monica. A couple areas have cooled off to some low 60s this morning. morning, so there's some spots you might want a little sweater as you're heading out the door. And then in this afternoon for downtown LA, getting up to just 79, low 80s for Inland Orange County, and then the Inland Empire and Valley is getting up to about 84 degrees. For the beaches, 74, very mild. A bit cool for the mountains at 66, and then the high desert at about 83 degrees. It's going to get a little cooler here as we get closer to the weekend, and we do have some chances of some drizzle in the forecast. We'll let you know all about that coming up. For now, Scott Reif up in Air 7 HD with a look at your commute.
Shoes.
Wear the shoes. All right, Bree, wear the shoes.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem when you buy shoes that expensive. But hey, I've dealt with some lost luggage before, and I will say, if you have the chance to grab it before you don't see it again, yeah, I understand that. Okay, good morning. 63 degrees out into Santa Clarita, 59 out into Ojai, 39 degrees on Fraser Park, 41 in Big Bear. So we're starting to see those cold temperatures for the mountain communities again, 64 down into Hemet. So today is feeling a bit cooler as you're stepping out the door this morning. So you're going to notice a bit of cooler air. In some areas, you might want a little sweater as you are stepping out the door. This afternoon is also going to be slightly cooler than yesterday as well, and we're continuing to dry out. You can see all that moisture is moving on out to the east of us, and it's not going to be feeling as muggy. So today's should be a really, really nice afternoon. We have a trough that's moving into California, and that's helping cool our temperatures off. We're expected to get even slightly cooler this weekend, and that's because of an upper low that's going to be approaching the Bay Area and getting close to San Francisco and bringing some rain chances there. Not so much for us. We do have a slight chance to see some drizzle or light showers, at least for the mountain slopes as we head into the beginning of next week. At the least, what this is going to do is help cooler temperatures off a little bit more this weekend, bring in a deeper marine layer, and then chances of drizzle on Monday. You don't see much on the model here, but you see that front getting a little bit closer. And then as we head into Tuesday, another chance to see a little bit of rainfall there as well. So we'll keep you posted as it gets a little closer. Nice to be talking about some chances, though, in the forecast. Temperatures today are going to peak. As we head into the next few days, you may see a little bit more marine layer clouds, and that's expected to increase as we head into the weekend. Cooler temperatures the beginning of next week, too, with those chances of drizzle. So we'll stay through the weekend. And in the beginning of next week, we may see some gusty winds pick up there for the Antelope Valley. And then we do have a 10% shot to see some showers. So the best areas for that is going to be the mountains and the deserts the beginning of next week. All right, I will send it over to Scott Reif now up in Air 7 HD with a look at the commute this morning. How's it going, Scott?